Hello and welcome back for another historic video. Today we're going to be playing this mono white hammer deck. The deck is looking to use the namesake card, Colossus Hammer, to turn a couple of our weenie creatures into a formidable threat and then win in a few combat steps. In order to make the deck more consistent, we have a number of tutor effects. This deck has been doing very well in the current historic meta. It has the ability to really pressure your opponents in the early game, but it's also able to play longer drawn out matches due to how the deck is constructed. This hand is a bit slow, but it does have all of our pieces. We'll give it a try. And then here we'll start on the Mother of Ruins. If our opponent doesn't have 1 mana removal, it will stick around the whole game. Opponent on an Aura's deck. Should be able to win this one. See if they have the light pause. No attack. Mono black so far from our opponent. We'll just take it. They have another Eidolon. No follow-up. Play out the hammer first. Kemba's Outfitter, reduce the cost. Make sure we click the right option. And then we'll attach it to the Stoneforge. Try and hit for 11. That works. Next turn, we can use Shadow Spear, or we can try and equip the Inkmoth Nexus. Opponent attacks in with both, and we'll trade the Outfitter. Try and protect itself. That works. And then our opponent only has 1 land here, so we'll just use the Inkmoth. Good game. This hand is fine. We'll keep. Opponent on a mulligan. We'll hold up Enlightened Tutor. It's going to be a minion of the Mighty deck. We'll just go get our Sigarda's Aid here. Portable Hole on the minion. And there's the concession. On to the next. This hand just won't do. Take a mulligan. This is okay. We'll keep this, and then I think we'll put back the Forged Anew. Most likely up against the Wizards deck here. They shock in Steam Vents, Ponder. We can play out Sigarda's Aid on turn 1. Then on turn 2, we can either play out double Mother of Ruins, or we can play out 1 Mother and the Hammer. We'll see what our opponent does. Portable Hole could also be used if they play out a creature. Shock in again. Play a Dreadhorde. So here, I think we are going to play out the Mother. It only gets punished if our opponent has a Flame of Anew, which not all decks play. They are looking at our hammer though, which I don't like. Indicates that they might have one in the grip. Symmetry Sage. Do they have haste? Okay, so no attack here. What I think we're going to do, I think we're going to attack in. and see if they block. We'll hold full control in case they fetch. That way they think we're holding priority for an instant spell. And they just concede. We were going to most likely take out the Dread Horde if they didn't block. And then if they did, we'd just take out whatever was left over there. Good game. This hand's not going to cut it. No way to get Hammer. This one's also not very good. Here we have the Tutor. All the tools are here. It's just really slow. We'll put back the Pithing Needle and Giver of Ruins. Dark Slick Shores into Thoughtseize. This will take the Tutor, unfortunately. Meaning our hand is going to be pretty bad. No, goes for Kemba instead. I don't necessarily agree with that choice. Then there's a Psychic Frog. Don't think it's worth getting a Pithing Needle here. We'll go grab Hammer. Going to be setting up a multi-turn line here with Inkmoth Nexus. We need at least one more mana to play out Forged Anew. And then we're going to need another turn before we can get an attack in. Can't afford to block here, so we'll just take it. No discard from our opponent yet for the Frog. Another Thoughtseize would be pretty rough here. Dismember is fine. And another Frog. So, if our opponent is not familiar with Forged Anew, we could potentially present lethal next turn. They need to keep a Psychic Frog back to block with. Nope, they attack in with both. Maybe they have another removal spell. Discard the Baraglyph. So are they planning on reanimating it? There's the 4th mana on Earth. And they're just holding up here. Give the Inkmoth flying again, so we can fly over the Baraglyph. And looks like our opponent just punted this one. On to the next. This hand is a bit slow, but it has some potential. We'll keep it. Question here, what do we play out on 1? I think we'll get the Mother down. It incentivizes our opponent to use removal on it, and that frees the way for Stoneforge Mystic. Here we can either play out the Hammer or the Outfitter against green. I think we will get the Hammer down. Next turn we can try and use Inkmoth for lethal, and if there's something like Elves or Devotion, they're going to struggle. Second Forest and Fanatic. So this should be game here. Make sure to tap the Inkmoth that we just played out. Equip Hammer. Give pro green. And that'll be lethal. Good game.